story, Bear Snores On. What's the title?
Bear Snores On.
All right. And what were some of our friends we had in the story? Hands.
Hair. Mouth.
All right. Thank you for raising your hand. Give me one character.
The mouse.
The mouse. Yes, we had the mouse up here on the bear. Layla, another one. The hare. Good. Alex.
The bear.
The bear. Caden.
The beaver.
The beaver. No. He had another name. Heaven.
The mole.
The mole. Good. We had the mole. Nicholas.
The badger.
The badger. Good. Right here. Anybody else? Jalea.
The raven.
The raven. Good. Two more. Kalia.
The mole.
We said the mole. Shamarion. The gopher and the hare. All right. No, the wren. Remember there was a little wren, little small bird?
Yes.
And I'm seeing them in the front. All right, but we're going to retell the story so we can begin with our writing prompt. So I need crisscross applesauce, ducks, and a home. Are you ready? At the beginning of the story, the bear was, he was sleeping. Why was he sleeping? What season was it?
Winter.
What season?
Winter.
In the winter, how is the weather? Raise your hand to be called upon. Abigail, in the winter, how is the weather? It's cold. And what happens sometimes, Abigail? It might what? It might snow if it's cold enough. So during this time, bears do what, Quayshawn? What's that word you like to use?
Hibernate.
They hibernate. And what does hibernate mean?
Sleep.
Go into a long, good, or a deep sleep. Everybody, how would you hibernate? What's the noise we make sometimes when we're sleeping? Snore. That's why the title says the bear snores on. All right. So our main character was the
bear.
Was the what?
The bear.
And how did we say it was outside?
Cold.
So the wind was blowing and it was snowing.
Cold. I wish it could snow.
You wish it could snow?
It is gonna snow.
All right.
Hands
Hands on top. Hands on top.
Stop.
Let's keep our focus on the book. So here we have the bear. He's cuddled up and he's starting his sleep.
Sleeping.
Who was the first character the next character that came?
Mouse.
I like these hands and not call outs. Thank you, Shamarion. The mouse. Were we right?
Yes.
That means you're doing good at remembering. The mouse was the next character that we were introduced to. And what was his problem? Why did he come into the cave, Michael? He was cold. So when he came into the cave, what did he build?
A fire.
A fire.
Bring the fire with our speech.
Here's a good question. What did he use to make the fire? Alex?
No.
Again. Soraya? Twigs. Kiss your brain. What's the word? Twigs. And what did we say twigs were? Little tiny sticks. You guys are awesome. So, while he was building a fire, what was the bear doing? Still sleeping. And what noise was he still making? He was still snoring. Good. All right. Moving on. Who was the next character we were introduced to? The hare. And we said the hare is like a what?
A
rabbit or a bunny. But what is different about it? Hands. There's something different about a rabbit and a bunny. Carter?
Because the hair, he got 2 feet.
They both have 2 feet.
Oh,
I see some hands. I see some answers. Jordan?
they drink hot tea.
No, one more answer. Kevin?
The hair
The hair stands
stands up.
on its legs. Right? The rabbit kind of stays on all 4 paws, but the hair stands up on its back or hind legs. All right? When the mouse and the hare got together, what did they do? Winter. They drank some hot tea. And what else did they do, Nicholas? They ate popcorn. Raise your hand if you like popcorn.
I've been eating it. I saw the movie.
My turn. Hands down. Why did they drink hot tea instead of cold tea?
Because they were cold.
I can't hear you because hands on top. I didn't hear you because you did not what? Raise your hand. So we are going to practice raising our hand before we give an answer. Abigail, why don't they drink cold tea? Because they what? Because they're already cold. So they need to do what, Abigail? Drink hot tea to do what? So they can to stay warm. Good job. All right. Those of you that just came in, thank you for joining us. But we need you crisscross, ducks on the pond. All right. Moving on. So they were doing all this eating, and the bear was still
Sleeping.
Wait, Sean, what was the bear still doing?
Promenading.
He was still sleeping. Then,
The badger.
right, we said the bear was sleeping. Then there was a
Badger.
badger. How did the badger know someone was in the cave? Let me see your nice hand. Israel, how did he know someone was in the cave? He smelled good, and Israel just came in. Way to jump in. He smelled the what? The popcorn. Good, Israel. So, he invited himself in the cave. And what did he have with him?
Honey nut.
Can't see. Layla.
Honey nut.
Honey nuts. I like the way you raised your hand and you did not call out Shabrain. And some of you raised your hand without talking to. Kiss your brain if you did that. The rest of you, let's remember to keep our voices off until we are called on, right? Right?
Yes.
Thank you for responding. So right now, they had honey nuts. What else? Popcorn. And last one, they had hot tea. Does that sound like a good party?
Yes.
All right. Eyes back on the board. So they were chew, chop, crunching. Were they eating loud or were they eating quietly? Loud. Because they were chewing, chopping, and crunching. But did the bear hear them? No. Because he was still sleeping. Yes. You can hold it until we're done, then you can. All right. So, after that, there were a bunch of other animals that made their way in. Raise your hand if you can name me some. There were 4 animals. Give me Jamiria. Can you give me one? What is the bird's name? Anybody remember the bird, the name? Michael. Michael is who I'm talking to. Thank you. A raven. Here's the raven. Good. We have 3 more. Alex. We'll get some help. Abigail. The mole. We have the mole down here. What's another one, Nicholas? No, we have the mole and the raven. What's the other two? Kalia. The gopher. Good. And there was one more, this little bird. Shamarion. Rhymes with pen, but the word is the N. Good. All right. So, what did they all start doing? Eating and getting by the fire to do what? To stay warm. Now, after a while, they all got together and started doing what? Dancing and talking and chatting. What does chatting mean again? Talking. But it says while all this was going on in the lair, what's another word for lair? The cave. Good. The bear's lair or his cave. He was doing all this in the cave, but the bear was still sleeping. So what did they decide to make after that? Soup or hot stew. And they were making that stew and they said, ooh, we need to add some pepper. So they added the pepper, but one of the flakes and what happened, Hands? Jocelyn, when the pepper flew in the air, where did it go? In the bear's where? It went in the bear's, not the house, Kaden. It went in his nose. And everybody, on the count of 3, show me what it made the bear do. The bear sneezed. And when he sneezed, everybody show me what the animal did. Up, when you freeze, you don't talk. All the animals freeze. That's one reset, Carter. Are we making noise?
No.
Are we being the bear right now or the other animals? And are they talking or sneezing?
No.
Only the bear sneezes. So this is what we're going to do. You guys pretend to talk and chat like you are. And when I sneeze, I want you to do what?
Freeze.
So pretend to talk like the animals. Only some of you did it right. You were not supposed to do what? Make noise. But we're going to keep going. So when the bear woke up, he was mad. He was angry. He said, who are all these people in my lair? And what did they do?
Run away.
They ran out the cave. But who was a brave person?
The mouse.
I need somebody with their hands raised to tell me what the bear did next. Kevin?
Come here.
After he got mad, I'm talking to Heaven. After he got mad, what happened? Always use your book to retell. After he got mad, what happened, Kalia? Started crying. Why did he start crying, Kalia? Jamiria, why did he start crying?
Because he didn't have no...
He didn't have any what?
No
Talking to Jamir.
No popcorn.
He didn't have fun. He didn't get to talk. He didn't get to eat or drink. So who was the brave one again that said, I can help you? The mouse. And what did the mouse say, Layla? Layla? He said, we still have more. So how did the bear feel after that?
Happy.
And what did they do? They danced and they talked. And then the sun came up. And what happened to all the animals? Except one. Who was the one that did not fall asleep? The bear. Raise your hand if you like this story. All right, so we retold Now we're going to use that story to do our writing. Remember we talked about prompt writing. What did we talk about? Prompt writing. All right. Crisscross applesauce, ducks in a pond. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Good job. All right. So remember, prompt writing is when we have a focus or a question that we're worried about from the story. But now we're going to prompt our writing on a book report. That means we're going to tell about something that happened in the story or the book. Now, in the book, Bear Snores On, they want us to talk about our opinion, why we like the book. Say opinion.
Opinion.
Opinion is how you like something or how you feel about something, right? So if I say I like apples, that is my opinion. That is my what?
Opinion.
All right. Now, listen to page 4 and 5. We'll do it on the board. On page 4 and 5, it says that in the picture, the bear is still asleep in the cave. Now, with this part, it tells me that the bear slept for a long, snowy winter. Those details help me respond, or it helps me know different things about the story. Yes, Quayshawn? All right. Maybe it will get cooler in a minute. Now, the prompt we're going to work on today is talk about how we feel, what we like in the story. If I was talking about this story, I would say, I like the animals. I like the what?
Animal.
And there are some things that happen in the story why I like the animals. So, I'm going to pretend to be a great writer like you all. And while I'm writing, I have to say the words. What do I do while I'm writing?
Say the word.
That way I know that I will write all of the words that I say. All right. So my opinion, I'm going to talk about the book. Did I say I like animal stories or I don't like? I like. So I'm going to say I. Capital I or lowercase?
The uppercase.
Why? It's talking about me, and I have to have an uppercase letter at the beginning of the sentence. So I like animals. What was the word? Stories. And this story is about what?
The bear.
Good. Is about a bear and other animals. What did the other animals do?
Eat popcorn and hot tea.
What was the main thing they did? They did what?
Play.
They came.
They
Came in the cave. And about a bear and other animals that came in the bear's cave. What was I doing every time I wrote a word? What did you hear me doing? I was saying the word. That way I know that I'm writing the right things. Now, I'm going to reread what I put. Let me get my pointer, because I want you guys to read with me. Thank you. Are we ready? Crisscross applesauce, ducks in the pond. Let's see how good readers you are.
I like animal stories.
What is this word? This. What word?
This
Story.
is
the story. Tell how I feel about the story. Is that what I did?
Yes.
Did I write about it?
Yes.
Did I tell you how I feel about it?
Yes.
Did I say I like it or I didn't like it?
I like it.
And why? I just didn't say I like animal stories. Why did I like the animal stories? Because what happened? What did I say? John Miriam? Why did I say I like the animal stories, Damira? Always go back and look at your work to figure it out. Why did I say I like the animal stories? Heaven? Because what happened in the story? The bear and other animals came in the bear's cave. So I'm talking about animals, the things that I like. Now in your reading, you're going to write about different things in the story. Crisscross applesauce, hands on top, because I need everyone to get back in position. Hands on top means words stop, conversation stop. All right? Now, at your seats, you are going to write about what you like from the story. You're going to write about what you like from the story. The sentence starters are going to say, I like when the blank. So you have to pick an animal. And here I have the 4 animals. The first one is the bear, mouse, hare, and badger. You have to pick which 3 animals you want to write about. How many animals you going to pick? 3. I like when the bear, you just can't say that. You got to tell me something that the bear did. Say it loud. I like when the bear sneezes. Good. I like when the bear snores on. Hands on top. Hands on top. Now, are we going to write about the same animal? We have to write about 3 different animals and tell 3 different things that happened. And what are the first words we're going to write on the paper? Blank. Good. What has to go in the capital? What has to go at the beginning of a sentence? Then spaces and what goes at the end? Punctuation. All right. Can I get table 1 to come get papers? What goes at the top of your paper? Table 3. Once you have all 3 sentences, you can draw your picture. But the sentences come first. The sentences come first. Table 4. And table 5. Oh, I'm sorry.
This is your table. Whose table is that?
Then table 2. I like the way Kalia and Alex have immediately got to work. I am going to leave the bear names. You can find a chair.
I ain't taking a chair.
animal names in the chair.
Can I have my chair?
And I'm going to come around to different tables while you are working.
You can see that?
There's extra chairs at the back table. You should be writing now. I'm going to come around in 2 minutes to see, have you started?
Oh. Color.
Now remember to add your verbs. What are verbs? The things we can do. So make sure that you are telling what each animal can do. Make sure you're telling what each animal can do or what they did in the story.
It's the board.
You only have about 5 minutes. We're going to get the words today and we'll do the pictures tomorrow.
Yeah.
Snuff. Ease. Jordan, I need you two to get started. Show me where you're supposed to start writing. Where are you supposed to start copying? So you all know what to copy, you just haven't got started yet. Let me turn it this way. Some people want the word snores. Here, let's start. Yeah. I like when they're there. Make you tell me what they're doing. I like when the. Sound it out. Snuff. Snuff. What two letters is that? Snuff. What two letters? First letter. What's the first letter? Okay.
Stay focused. Stay focused. You got 3 sentences. Stay focused. Stay focused.
He said that he's erased. The couple.
Can't see.
I want to build the board.
You're not supposed to be copying the book. You're supposed to be copying the
And we have about 2 more minutes. I like when the bear, you tell me what the bear can do. I need my verb. I like when the bear.
Right.
Good job. I think 2 minutes. What three letters do you say?
I-N-G.
Good job. And I'm Steven, you're just getting started. You should already at least have one or two sentences. Gotcha. Alright, we have about 1 more minute, and we're going to put these in the middle of the table to finish working tomorrow.
Yeah. Green. It like this. This has to like. It's B-R. B-R. No, not B-R-I. B-R-I-N-G.
I like to hear positive talking like that. Lets me know you're thinking. Make sure your name is on your paper. Some of you have lovely handwriting. Tell me you're getting better. You're taking your time. What letter is this? So what letter is this? I like when. All right. So at this point, hands on top. We will continue with this tomorrow. Put your pencils in the box and stand behind your chair when you have put your paper in the middle of the table. Papers behind the chair. Papers in the middle of the table. And we're doing that without talking. Thank you. I have tables talking and tables still working. What table is this? Table 1. You guys were quiet. You had your papers behind. I will give you table points. Have a seat on the carpet. Table 1 only. Table 3, can you have a seat? Table 5. Table 4. And table 2. All right, now remember, when we're doing our writing, we use verbs like we use to talk about the animals. Verbs are things that we can do. So we use different verbs. What's a verb that we said the bear can do? Snore. What else did we say? Sneeze. All right. What about the mouse? What's something that the mouse did?
Oh, the fire.
Hands. He did what?
The fire.
So what is the verb in that? The mouse.
Built.
He built. Good. What's another thing you said, Heaven? He helped the bear. What's the verb? What's the thing that he did? Help. Good. What about the hare? What's something that the hare did, Alex? Alex? He brought popcorn. So what's the thing he can do? Bring. Can you bring somebody something? Yes. So remember, when we're using sentences, we use